It's so good. It's just like the show. JB Fletcher. Even has her little cozy house and bicycle. So, welcome to Murder, She Wrote. This is a 2009 point-and-click detective hidden object storyline kind of game that I played. And it is really great. It's so good. It's very true to the show. And I think it's going to be a great kickoff to our week. I know, isn't the music so lovely? This is the exact theme music from the show. It's so good. So here's the deal. Have you guys seen Murder, She Wrote? Have you watched the show? So, I guess anticipation for this game, I started the show again. There's 12 seasons. Last night, such a good show. Great show. I'm talking about like classic lock picking, snooping through people's files, overhearing and eavesdropping. It's just such a good show. So, if you're into that kind of detective level stuff and you love a good cozy detective-y show, this would be it for you. I would highly recommend it. All right. Let's jump right in. To begin your first of 5 cases, click on the first book to start your investigation as Jessica Fletcher. A new case will unlock as each case is completed. Okay. So today's case that we're going to do is a deadly catch. Yeah, we want to do the relaxed mode. This is cozy stream today.
Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Jessica. What can I do for you?
Well, my publisher and his
looks
wife
just
are
like
coming
her.
to visit, and I'd like them to experience an authentic Maine lobster dinner.
I'm kind of short on lobsters at the moment, it being early and all. I'll have more by the end of the day, once the fleet's back in.
Oh, dear. They'll be here by then.
Tell you what, Peter Hammond's boat is still tied up at the dock. Why don't you go talk to him? Maybe he'll be able to sell you some straight off the boat.
Good idea. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, so we're gonna go see. Oh.
Peter? Oh, no, Peter.
Oh, he's murdered.
So this is how you found him, Mrs. F?
Yes, exactly like this.
What do you think, Doc?
As to what stabbed him, I have
Oh,
no
he was
idea.
stabbed.
It's a very strange-looking wound. Some sort of tube, perhaps. I should think that a wound like that should have resulted in a lot more blood.
Meaning?
Meaning that Peter may have been killed elsewhere and brought back here.
Ooh.
Any idea on time of death?
Hard to be sure. Sometime during the overnight hours.
We better have a look around to see what else we can find.
Okay, so if his body was killed elsewhere and moved, that probably means the place he was killed was pretty obvious who did it. We'll keep that in mind. Hello, Liv. Welcome to Cabot Cove, Maine. All right, we're going to go to the Cornelia. Use the list of clues on the left and click on those items when you find them in the scene. Items in blue require an extra step to become visible and cannot yet be found. Oh, wow. You found one of Jessica's typewriter keys. The A, E, I, O, U, and Y keys are hidden in each scene. When found, those letters will fill in the missing letters of the search list. Got it. Well, let's do that first. Okay, so we did all that. And now we have to find items. Oh, I know. Isn't it? I mean, like, truthfully, so cozy. Like, I want to be by a lighthouse right now. Okay, so I guess the ones in quotations are like things we have to do. So, jeez, game, I just started. Okay, so like uncork a bottle. I guess we gotta, yeah, physically do it. I can't reach the paper with my fingers. I'll need something small that I can use to go, like tweezers. That's on our list. Yes. Look, you've pulled the paper from the bottle. The past due notice item on the search list is no longer blue, meaning you can now collect it. Huh. Oh, Peter Hammond, please pay the outstanding amount against the Cornelius. So his boat was overdue on payments. Huh. Ha ha ha. This is interesting information. Looks like Peter was having a tough time keeping up with his loan payments for his boat. I wonder who he owed money to. We are in the thick of it. I feel it. Okay. I feel it. E. Mullins, welcome to Cabot Cove. Carter Fletcher Lighthouse Mystery Monday the 3rd. Okay, first aid kit. We need a paintbrush and a sandwich. And ooh, I could go for a sandwich today. I may eat that. These coveralls must belong to Peter's nephew, Billy Hammond. Interesting. Oh, that wasn't one. A travel mug. Yeah. Spoon. No smoking sign. Anchor. Jessica's typewriter's ribbon is hidden in each scene. Click on it to instantly recharge the hinge. Sorry, that would be my southern accent coming out. Paintbrush. Scuba tank. Diving knife? Wow, I should have known that. I should have known that was coming in the chat, Tori. Amar. Samer. Tori Samer. Oh, there's a scuba tank. Okay, good. Hey, Robin. Oh,
Hey,
welcome to...
What's going on?
Cabot Cove.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, Billy. Your uncle was murdered last night.
What?
I'm afraid it's true.
Oh, man.
The Lobster Pound is
Oh.
always the nerve center of the
He
fishing
just walked
community.
away.
We should talk to Jim Price and ask him if he knew about any tensions between Peter and the other lobstermen.
I can't.
And in the meantime, I better call my publisher to postpone his visit.
Okay, so that was a really good introduction to the mystery. Like, I am already invested and ready to catch a culprit. So let's go to the Cabot Cove Lobster Pound.
Hey there, Jim. Do you know if anyone had any disagreements with Peter Hammond?
First person who comes to mind would be Andy Winters.
He wasn't on friendly terms with Peter?
More like unfriendly terms. In fact, they were downright hostile to each other.
Interesting.
Know where we can find him?
Sure, he's got a boat with the buoy and his colors mounted on top of the wheelhouse. I forget the name, but he left a picture of it around here somewhere.
Okay, all right. So he also has a boat, so that would kind of make sense that he would maybe have some beef on the water with our suspect, our culprit. No, our victim. Sorry, I used every term but the right one. All right. So we need to find a knife rack. Rain jacket. That's a rain jacket. Portable cooler. Soda can. Oh, 6 buoys. Oh, I love when a hidden object game has like multiple things that you have to find. Yeah, and a dustpan. Peace symbol. Five clams. Oh, fill clam bucket. Ah, we're going clamming. Like my favorite Nancy Drew game. Was that it? I think we still need more clams. Ah, right here. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Which one is Andy's boat? I can't remember, but you'll be able to tell by his buoys. Let me find the list of what I know about the locals' buoys. Oh, is this... Oh, that's like a puzzle or something? Okay. What's a harpoon? Is a harpoon the long stick with a spear on it? Yeah, this thing, right? Yeah. A flashlight. And a cutting board. Oh, there's the cutting board. Anybody see any of these items lurking around? Having trouble finding them. I am done with you two in the chat. The Sherlock Holmes games I've been playing has a harpoon. I will not say on a Coaster stream what it was used for. I was wondering about the Sherlock games because, you know, I tried to play that one last year and I still want to play it. But I was wondering if they were a little bit more like on the darker detective side. Knife rack is below the pick in the middle. Pick in the middle. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. I thought that was a window. I see now it's a picture. Okay, is this a flashlight? Oh, okay. Now we just need a paintbrush. Oh. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. I thought I had a Sherlock game saved. I really did. I thought I had one saved. Maybe I did have one saved, but I chose Agatha Christie last year. I don't remember. Okay, read. Oh, yes. You guys, I love these puzzles. These are like those logic puzzles that like rack your brain. Okay. Okay. Joe and David's buoys are longer than the others. Okay. What? How long is this one? Well, how will we know if we can't move? Or is that maybe that's the cutoff? So Frank and Drew's buoys have 3 colors. This has 3 colors, and this has 3 colors. So let's see. Frank and Joe Hardy? Drew? Nancy Drew? What is going on? Yeah, Frank and Drew's, yeah. Joe and David, so, David, yeah, Joe. Is this one longer? I think that one's longer. So this one would be Joe then, because this is a longer one. Okay, Andy's buoys has one of David's colors and one of Frank's colors. Ooh. Well, we assume Frank is this one. And has one of David's colors? Joe and Frank's... Okay, so Peter and David's buoys do not contain green. Okay, Peter and David's... Oh, really? Okay, so... I thought David was supposed to be like the longer one. Oh, well, this one's pretty long, so I guess that could be... Whoa, wait, go back. Oh, it tells you when one is correct. Oh. So then that one is definitely David's buoy. No, because it says David's buoy does not contain green. So this is Andy's buoy. Would Carter and chat like to advise me on whether I should go downstairs and open my Halloween Oreos? Is that a question? I think you certainly should. I think you should. Frank and Drew's buoys have 3 colors. So if we swap these two. So now these are correct. So Frank and Drew have the 3 colored ones. What about Joe? Where does it say something about Joe's? Joe and Frank's buoys share exactly 1 color in common. They must share the blue color in common. Oh, no. If not the blue, then maybe the green? Yeah. Oh, David. This part is what's the longest part. I see. Got it. Oh, yeah. Based on this information, Andy has a boat with a red and blue buoy. Perfect.
According to the photo, we're looking for a boat named My Turn, with a red and blue buoy on it.
I think I recognize the dock. It's not far from here.
All right. Let's go back to the boat dock.
Hi, Sheriff. Jessica. What's all the excitement over on Peter's boat?
Peter was murdered sometime last night, Andy.
It was?
Yeah, and word has it that you and Peter were not exactly friends.
I wouldn't say it was any different than for other fishermen. Mostly name-calling. I'm pretty sure Peter was cutting my traps.
Oh, sabotage.
Did getting even with Peter involve killing him?
Absolutely not.
I don't feel like he did.
And you
it.
won't mind telling me where you were last night?
I feel like he's the red herring.
I was at the Harborside Tavern all evening.
Yeah? Can anyone there vouch for you?
Well, sure.
Had you noticed anything different about Peter? Had he been doing anything new recently?
Yeah, he weaseled his way into some sort of cushy research gig with the Marine Research Laboratory.
Laboratory.
You make it sound as if earning some extra income is somehow cheating.
When the rest of us are struggling to catch enough to earn a living, you can't blame us if we resented him, especially since Peter was having a better season than us.
Oh, okay. So that kind of gives a reason for all the fishermen to kind of be against him. You know, I feel like he's the red herring, so I don't feel like it's him. But if I had to go ahead and say, which I don't know, we probably haven't met everyone yet, but I bet you it was his nephew. Like, doesn't that sound right? Like it was his nephew? I don't know how yet, but I feel like that's what it is. It's like trying to say Jordan Miss. It's like, oh, I know. It's so, yeah, it's so true though. It's like some words just sound better a certain way. Okay, we need a toy shovel, swim bins. I saw some, yeah. Sunglasses. Oh, there's a toy shovel. Barbecue utensil. Gas can. Refill the generator? I don't even know where the generator's at. Maybe we'll come back to that. I don't know where the generator's at. Okay. Guitar pick. Can you imagine if we had played on timed mode? Oh, that would have been so stressful. Haha. Yeah, it has been a while. But it's also been a while since we've played like a hidden object game. Although this is, I would say, one of our few that we've played that's not like a wild, chaotic hidden object game. I feel like all the time we play the ones that are like super funny. I am about 99.9% positive that that is the same sound effects that are used at the beach of Danger on Deception Island. I feel pretty positive about that. Now that we know that they use a sound library and it's all from the same place. Bucket. Anchor. Oh, that's the generator. I can't just pour the gas in. It'll spill everywhere. I should find a funnel. Oh, there's the yellow buoy. Andy, why do you have one of Peter's buoys? Well, the law of the sea demands that when lost gear is found floating free, you collect it and return it to its owner, no matter who lost it. Interesting. He has one of his buoys. Still feel like he's a red herring, though. I don't think I'd survive playing it on timed mode. Okay, where is the shrimp? Okay, anybody see any of these objects anywhere? There it is. That was so good. That was really well hidden. They got me with that one. I still do need to find the other ones though. So we need to find a spoon, sunglasses, and a searchlight. Oh, this is a searchlight. I bet this searchlight would come in handy for fishing before the crack of dawn. Oh, that's the spoon. Okay. Oh, so now I just need sunglasses. Right here.
Andy was a little vague about his alibi for last night.
And he seemed bent out of shape that Peter landed a gig with a marine research lab.
I agree, which is why that should be our next stop.
Oh, I didn't know we had notes. Oh, we should read these. Okay. Chapter 1. I arrived at the Cabot Cove Lobster Pound this morning to pick up dinner in anticipation of my publisher's visit, only to find out that they were fresh out of lobsters. Jim sent me over to Peter Hammond's boat, Cornelia, to see if he had any on board, but when I got to the boat, I discovered that Peter had been stabbed to death. Mort and Seth arrived to investigate the scene, and Seth immediately observed that Peter was probably killed elsewhere, not enough blood. We found a pair of coveralls with the name Billy on them. Peter's nephew? When Billy showed up, he didn't seem too surprised to find out his uncle was dead. Yeah, oh my gosh, he just said, "Oh man," and then he just turned around and walked away. It was the most casual response to your uncle being stabbed to death. Okay, chapter 2. Jim told me Peter had a rivalry with Andy Winters and helped me figure out what his buoy colors are, red and blue. I'm on my way now to have a look at his boat, then my turn. Chapter 3. Andy admitted that he didn't get along with Peter and said they sometimes argued and cut each other's gear. However, Andy claimed that since he was at the Harborside Tavern all last evening, he couldn't have killed Peter. Verifiable? ? He also explained that Peter had been working for the Marine Research Laboratory on the side and expressed some resentment over Peter's extra income from that project. I found one of Peter's buoys on Andy's boat along with a handheld spotlight. Interesting. These
Sheriff,
are developments.
Mrs. Fletcher, come on in. I'm Greg Young. What can I do for you?
Were you aware that Peter Hammond was killed last night?
No. That's terrible. Was it an accident?
Why did
I'm
he ask if
afraid
it was an
not.
accident?
Peter was murdered.
He was working for you, right?
That was
Yes,
that was
he was.
suspicious.
I'm working on a project researching the lobster population off the coast, and Peter was helping me gather data.
How did you connect with him?
I posted a flyer at the Lobster Pound, looking for a lobsterman willing to make detailed notes about the lobsters he was catching. Peter was the first one to answer the ad.
Okay. I just kind of felt like that interaction was a bit odd because he instantly was like, "Oh, was it an accident?" Trying to like gauge, you know, like if they thought it was, you know what I mean? Like if they're like on to him. Huh? Yeah. Those are the vibes I'm getting so far. We'll see. We'll see. We definitely will see. Greg's glasses look a bit like yours, which means if Greg did it, I'm going to die of laughter. He better not have. Although he is looking a bit suspicious right now in this moment. Okay, fishing lure. Light bulb. We also need a coffee mug, arrow, a conch shell. Oh, there's this other thing. Conch shell. That's an arrow. A sponge. Sponge, 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 sponge. Bob SquarePants. Oh, clean the cabinet glass. I think I need to get the sponge wet and soapy first. What's that? These research findings show that we're having a very good season for lobster. That's interesting. To listen to the lobstermen, pickings have been very slim lately. Oh, there's like a scandal, or not a scandal, but like a, oh, like what would you call it? Like maybe someone's like throwing everybody else's game off so they can get all the benefit. And then sell on the side or something. Weird. Something, you know, here's what I do know. Something's fishy here at Cabot Cove. That's what I do know. Some's a little suspicious. I almost forgot what a Rolodex is because it's been so long since I've seen one. Okay, we need a seahorse. And a hole puncher and a striped buoy. Ooh, I know. You're so right. I gotta get to work on that. We do need a custom emoji for that. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, so what is that? A striped buoy. Like, I have to actually put the stripe on it, or? I don't even see a buoy anywhere. Oh, is it over here? Oh, okay. Compare the fish images and select the one that is different from the others. That one. That one. This one. Ah, is this the way it is? It's a striped buoy? This buoy belonged to Peter, didn't it? Yes, part of my research involved attaching transmitters to buoys for tracking purposes. Since I was working with Peter, I borrowed some of his buoys. Why does everyone have Peter's buoys? Why is everybody got everybody's buoys?
Station.
What is it?
Billy Hammond says there's been a break-in on his uncle's boat.
Oh, to hide evidence. They left some evidence behind, and so now they have to hide it. Okay. Chapter 4. Greg Young confirmed that Peter had been working for him gathering data for a research project. He had a stack of Peter's buoys, which he was in the process of fitting with tracking transmitters. Billy called to report a break-in on Peter's boat. We're heading over there now. Just imagine she's in the car just journaling away.
Okay, Billy, what happened here?
So
Some
abrupt.
guy broke in here, was poking around the cabin. He took off when he heard me coming.
Do you have any idea who it was?
Nah, I only caught a glimpse of him as he ran off. But whoever it was, he smokes a pretty nasty cigar.
You know, I'm still having a hard time believing him. I feel like to say that he's saying someone smoked a pretty nasty cigar. And that makes me feel like he knows someone in town that smokes cigars. And he's just using that to pin evidence on him. And there was really no break-in at all. This is my guess. Yes, thank you, thank you, the educator. Everybody keep your hands to your own buoys, please. Let me just teacher all of you for a minute. Okay. Hammer. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Diving mask. Dollar bill, crab. Spoon, nails, flashlight. That's a good flashlight. Cigar. I saw that one. A Dominican cigar. Looks like our intruder has some expensive taste. Travel mug. Crab. So the matchbook is hidden and we have to remove planks. Oh, I wonder if like planks from up here. Which we would need the hammer for. Well, there it is. Yeah. Ah. These matches weren't here before. They're from the Harborside Tavern, just up the road. Okay, so that theory is crossed through. So they definitely had a break-in, I suppose.
Let's head over to the Harborside Tavern and see if we can find someone who smokes Dominican cigars.
Good idea. While we're there, we can see if anyone remembers seeing Andy Winters there last night.
Billy reported seeing someone poking around the cabin but couldn't identify him. Could the killer have returned to the scene of the crime? The person dropped a Dominican cigar along with a matchbook from the Harborside Tavern.
Oh dear. Looks like this place has fallen on hard times.
It's the only place I know in Cabot Cove that sells
Wait, why did she
Dominican
say that?
cigars.
Let's
'Cause it's
ask
empty?
around and see if anyone remembers Peter spending any time here.
Oh, this is so cozy. And again, oddly, is reminding me of Deception Island. Is this the Hot Kettle Cafe? Okay, checkerboard. Book. A singular shoe. Pizza. Hamburger. Lemon. Cigar box times 5. Tongs. Financial folder. Names, dates, and money amounts. Looks like it's a list of loans. And Andy Winter's name was added to it just last night. Ooh. That's interesting. Oh, okay. I hope your training goes super fast. I know, it definitely gives those vibes, doesn't it? I refuse to learn. Okay, I see how it's gonna be. Saw. I see how it's gonna be. You love me, you toy with my emotions, and then you just light me on fire again. Fireplace shield? Is that this? Oh. Bank appraisal for the Cornelia. This looks like an appraisal of the Cornelia. Peter must have given it to someone here for collateral on a loan. And Billy Hammond is listed as the beneficiary now that Peter is dead. I knew that Billy was suspicious. I just knew it. Nobody comes back to the ship and says, Billy, your uncle's been murdered. Oh man. And then just walks off. It wasn't a normal reaction. I knew he had to have some money somewhere in the mix. And then we're looking for a cigar, but the cigar is hidden. Oh. Select pairs of cigar boxes to locate the pair of missing. Oh, and then they switch. So you're just matching them, right? Oh, okay. Shall I start rehearsing your similar crimes again? We too are just a pot. Absolutely false information. Because you actually started all of this, so. Now, where was that? Oh, where was that red one? Oh, that wasn't it. Yeah. Hey, hey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We found it. We found it.
There's someone smoking one of the Dominican cigars we found at the crime scene.
That's Mick Foley. I should have known. He's a notorious loan shark. Enjoying your Dominican cigar, Mr. Foley?
As a matter of fact, yeah.
Billy Hammond just surprised an intruder on his uncle's boat who smokes the same kind as you.
I'll save you some trouble, Sheriff. I was on the Cornelia about an hour ago.
What were you doing there?
Looking for some
Looking
kind
for
of
something
document.
to collect on the loan I made to Peter a few months ago.
Oh.
And since Peter wasn't very good at keeping up with the payments alive, he sure ain't gonna keep up with them dead.
Defaulting on a big loan might be
I
considered a
just don't
motive
think
for
it's
murder.
him either.
Not for me. Peter was worth more to me alive, as long as he didn't retire.
Was he ready for retirement?
Nah, but his nephew Billy couldn't wait to get his hands on the Cornelia. He was always trying to convince Peter to retire instead of taking out loans to keep the business going.
Do you know why Peter fell behind on his payments?
He said the lobsters weren't biting, but I heard through the grapevine he had an ex-wife down in Florida that kept up in the alimony.
I see. So where were you last night?
Right here, working out the details of a loan with a customer.
Andy Winters, apparently, going by this contract I found. What do you think of the deal you offered him?
Sorry, I gotta protect my client's confidentiality. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Interesting.
So it would seem that Andy was telling the truth about his whereabouts last night.
I'm
Yeah.
curious what he was planning
still
to
think
use
it's
the
the
money
nephew.
for. Let's go talk with him on his boat first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I still feel like it's the nephew. As it turned out, our cigar-smoking intruder was none other than Mick Foley, a well-known local loan shark. He admitted he was the one on Peter's boat and claimed he was looking around for anything of value he could take in repayment for Peter's debt to him. He said that Billy had been pressuring Peter to retire. Ah, see? This is what I'm talking about. Billy pressuring Peter to retire because he knew he was going to be the beneficiary of his money. Mick claimed that he was at the Harborside Tavern working on a loan with a client last evening and described how he wouldn't benefit from Peter's debt. We found loan documents that indicated it was Andy Winters who was working with Mick last night. I'd like to talk to him again tomorrow.
Okay, Andy, we followed up on your alibi at the Harborside Tavern.
You met with Mick Foley there to discuss a loan, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. With the lobsters getting scarce, I needed the money to get through the season.
But the lobsters aren't
Fortunately,
scarce,
I should
though.
be able to pay the loan back before long.
Why is that?
Heard there was a job opening near the docks. Just a little something to do on the side.
You mind if we take a look around?
Knock yourself out.
Okay. Let's do this again. All right, store the vest. What is this I spy? These are research documents from the Marine Research Laboratory. Looks like that recent opening Andy was talking about was Peter's old job. Oh. Could he have killed him for his job so he could have extra money? That would also be a very, very possible. Very possible. Alright, so we're looking for a yellow buoy. There's that word again. That's one of the buoys from Peter's boat that Greg fitted with a transmitter for his research. A snorkel. It's right here. Toy shovel. Camera, a gecko. And a gecko. Geico. Car insurance. Does this count as a shell? Oh, okay. We also want a fishing lure, a bicycle pump, and a spoon, a camera. Kim. We lack one thing, and that is a spoon. Wherever it may be. There it is.
Greg Young sure didn't waste any time finding someone to replace Peter.
I agree. I wonder why he was in such a hurry.
Maybe we should go over to the lab and ask him ourselves.
Chapter 7. Andy confirmed that he was working out the details of a loan from McFoley on the night Peter was killed. He also admitted that he had been hired by the Marine Research Lab to take Peter's place collecting data. He certainly changed his tune. I found one of Peter's tracking buoys on Andy's boat, along with a clipboard from the research lab. But I guess that would make sense, though, like if he took his old job, he would have that stuff. So, and he does have an alibi. We don't know about the nephew yet.
It looks like Andy Winters is your new assistant on your research project.
I know that replacing him so fast may seem inappropriate in light of Peter's death, but I had no choice. Any lapse in the data collection could ruin a whole season's worth of research.
Why are you repainting one of Peter's buoys into Andy's colors?
Easier to repaint it than refit another buoy with a new transmitter.
Interesting. Okay. Do you have a favorite Geico commercial? Because mine is the one where a famous soccer football commentator hollers excitedly during a chess match. I'm trying to see if I remember that one. I'd have to look them up and like refresh my brain on which ones. I'm trying to think. That's a good question. Because it's been a while since I've seen some Geico commercials and just in general. A no smoking sign. We also need a seahorse. A plunger handle. A plunger. That's what gets the sink undrained. That's where the glass shards. Sheriff, some of these pieces of glass look like they have blood on them. If we can put them back together, we should be able to figure out what it was that broke. Ah, a puzzle. Cozy puzzle time. Let's go. Okay. Do you drag them? Here. Ah, okay. What looks like it would fit into that groove? No, not that. Maybe, oh, maybe this? No, this one. Yeah, there we go. That actually helps because at least we know that the numbers go in order, right? Ooh, I should look it up. I'll find it. I'll send it to you. Honestly, the Geico camel hump day commercial. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. I just don't remember. I have got to refresh myself up on this. Oh, maybe that piece is missing? No, it's this piece. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It was a test tube. This top portion is certainly sharp enough to have been used as a murder weapon. Honest question, can you kill someone with a test tube? Interesting. Okay, calculator. Floppy disk. I know what that is. Billy is always chewing on toothpicks. Could this mean he was here the night of his uncle's murder? Ooh, I want to find out. Looks like there's blood on the floor that someone tried to wipe up. Butterfly, lantern. A snail, a calculator, and a life preserver. Snail, calculator. Oh, are they really? That is great news. I love when we get new clothes and just new updates in general. I was just looking yesterday, the percentage, I had a higher percentage on my Valley of things that I had obtained, and now it has gone down because they've added more stuff. And I was like, no, I'm never going to get to that 100%.
You got an explanation for the blood on these shards of glass, Mr. Young?
It's simple enough, Sheriff. I dropped a glass cylinder and cut myself when I went to pick up the pieces, and I have the bandage to prove it.
So when was the last time Peter visited your lab?
It had been a while. I usually went by his boat to pick up his data. Hope you don't mind, but I need to get back to crunching numbers.
Blood on the floor and on a possible murder weapon? Seth certainly has his work cut out for him.
I'll have him check the blood against Greg's to see if his story checks out.
Sheriff, I'm pretty sure that Billy Hammond was here at the lab the night Peter was killed.
If he has a good explanation for that, I'd like to hear it.
Interesting again. We are finding out all the things. Chapter 8. Greg was repainting one of Peter's buoys, ding ding ding, with Andy's colors when we arrived at the lab. We found some broken glass with blood on it, as well as what looked like blood on the floor. Greg explained that he had dropped a beaker and cut his hand. When reassembled, the broken glass formed a graduated cylinder. I'm hoping Seth can type the blood traces on the glass. I also found a box of toothpicks. Billy's, question mark?
Sheriff, Mrs. Fletcher, what can I do for you?
You can tell us what you were doing at the Marine Research Lab the night your uncle was killed.
What? I was never there.
I'm afraid you were, Billy. We found the toothpicks you're always chewing in a wastebasket.
Couldn't
there.
they just be any toothpicks?
Okay, maybe I did go there. I knew Peter was heading that way and I needed to talk to him.
Oh.
About what?
About getting a better percentage. Lately, his catches had been better than average, and I figured I was entitled to more. But when I finally got up the courage to ask him for a raise, he fired me on the spot.
And what about his promise to leave you the boat?
He said I'd never inherit the Cornelia.
So you killed him, right?
No. I mean, I lost it and knocked his lights out, but I sure didn't kill him.
What happened after that?
Nothing. I just left him there. I have no idea how he ended up back on the Cornelia.
Sheriff, if what Billy says is true, then someone else stabbed Peter and killed him.
It's not the nephew.
Maybe so, but his motive is hard to ignore.
Billy, do you have any idea what sort of numbers Peter was recording for his lobster catches?
Low for most of the season. But then a couple of months ago, we started getting lucky and began catching a lot more.
It's just so hard to tell. I don't know. I really wanted it to be the nephew, but now I'm having doubts. You spent 4 hours decorating your blade truss last night? Finally getting back into decorating. I really want to finish my valley. Yeah, I know, same. I really want to finish what I had set out and planned to do. But I'm having such a hard time because I'm like, I don't want to decorate until I get all the full decoration things that I need. And that's what's really throwing me off, because I'm like, well, I don't want to decorate until I get to like 100% I own all the objects of everything, but I just need to just do it. Just do it. But decorating has been so relaxing. It's a relaxing thing to do. A putty knife? What is that? What is that? Putty knife. Putty. Oh yeah. Putty knife. Oh, open the trap. I know there's so many mentions of the word buoy. It's been a bunch. Are these updates that you're reading right now? I want to know. Because that's great news. I always get so frustrated when you had to, like, certain hours of the day you had to find certain characters. I know. Hey, you guys would be proud of me though, which I hadn't shared this with everyone yet, but I did start decorating on the plaza. I was trying to think what it was called, the plaza. And ooh, I'm being super picky about it, and it is hard. The numbers here bear out what you said, Billy. Several months of low numbers followed by a spike. These later numbers would be considered good catches? Very good. Yeah, it's because it's fake. He must be buying lobsters from somewhere. Or someone's giving it to him. Lobster. I don't get it. How did a band get on this lobster's claws? Someone must have placed a previously caught lobster in this trap. Would that be the store owner? Because that's the one that has access to it.
Why would someone fill a trap with lobsters that have already been caught?
Maybe Jim Price can sort this out. Let's go talk with him.
That's what I was thinking. Chapter 9. Billy admitted that he had followed Peter to the Marine Research Lab on the night he was killed. He claimed that he followed him there to ask him for a raise. Apparently, Peter refused to give him a raise, fired him, and then told him he'd never inherit the Cornelia. Motive for Billy? Billy insists that while he did knock Peter out, he left him at the lab unconscious, not dead. When asked about the catch, Billy reported that it had been better than usual lately. We opened a trap and found a lobster with a band already on its claw. Yeah, now I'm starting to think it's not the nephew anymore. But I was really confident and I felt like it was going to be, but I don't think so anymore.
Looks like Jim is out back with some fishermen.
Oh, we shouldn't bother him while he's doing business, Sheriff. Let's just take a quick look around the store while we wait.
Jessica. She's so sneaky. Okay. We need to find a starfish, a clock, a cutting board, a cleaning brush, clean the tank to find a lobster. Oh my gosh, it's the same lobster. Pretty slim pickings in this tank. There's only one lobster. But look, the rubber bands on the claws are the same as the bands we found on the lobster in Peter's trap. Briefcase. Basket. Is this a spear gun? Yeah. Rope. We also need a hammer. Oh, right here. Tape roll. A glove. Spotlight. I think this spotlight may need a change of battery soon. It must be getting a lot of use lately. Oh. So they're stealing lobsters from other people's traps. That's what it is. Ship's wheel. And then now we just need the peace symbol. Where is the peace symbol? Oh, right there.
Hey, what are you doing here? We're closed.
We were hoping you could clear something up for us.
How's the lobster season been so far this year?
Good. Best season we've had in years.
But Jim, if the catch has been so good, why are your tanks nearly empty now? And why did you have so few lobsters yesterday morning that you sent me to Peter instead?
Oh, tell him, Jessica.
Well,
Speaking of Peter's catch, you got an explanation for how a lobster can get into a trap already banded with one of your bands?
You were putting lobsters from your tanks into Peter's traps, weren't you, Jim? That's why you have that searchlight, to help you find his traps at night.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah, I was. It was
That's what we
costing me
said.
plenty,
That's what
too,
we said.
Since I had to buy them back from him once he hauled them in.
Why go through all that trouble?
Because my business depended on it. Look, if the Marine Research Lab confirms that there are low numbers of lobsters being caught, the government's gonna start imposing limits on how many lobsters the guys can bring in.
Oh.
And that, in turn, would limit how many you have available for sale.
So you stacked the deck.
Well, that's one way to put it, yeah. I went out after dark, hauled Peter's traps, and stocked them with extra lobsters so that the numbers he reported to the lab looked good.
Let me guess.
Makes
Peter
sense.
caught you tinkering with his gear, threatened to tell Greg you skewed the data, so you killed him.
No, Peter was clueless.
Besides, Sheriff, if Jim was successfully stacking the deck, then Peter was worth more to him alive than dead.
Okay, but don't take
Yeah,
any
that's what I was gonna
last-minute
say.
vacations.
Like, I don't think he would have done it. He benefited too much from him
Jim
being
couldn't
alive.
have put those lobsters in Peter's traps by himself. He would have had to have help from someone with a boat.
Oh, do you think
Yeah,
Andy?
and from the evidence we've seen, I bet that it's Andy who's been doing the helping. Tomorrow we'll have another early morning interview with him.
Yeah, it makes
Seth
sense.
called
that-
me last night. He said the blood traces on those broken pieces of glass match Peter's blood type and not Greg's.
So he was definitely killed at the lab with that broken glassware?
It looks that way. Maybe Greg had a motive we haven't figured out yet. Or maybe Andy made a stop at the lab after he left the Harborside
So that
Tavern.
means that he was
Or
killed
maybe
at the
he
lab.
and Mick are covering for each
It
other
was
because
Peter's
they
blood.
killed Peter together.
Well, we can ask Andy about it right now. His boat is right over there. Oh, dear. Poor
No!
Andy.
Looks like someone got to him before we did, Mrs. F.
Oh, now Andy's dead. Oh my gosh, everybody's dying. Everyone is stinking dying. Okay, chapter 10. When we got to Jeb's, we found very few lobsters in his tanks, but those we saw were banded with the same color as the one we found in Peter's trap. After some pressing, Jim admitted to stocking Peter's traps with his own lobsters in order to skew the research figures upwards and protect his business. Jim insisted that Peter had no idea what was going on and that Peter was worth more to him alive than dead. Since Jim would have needed an accomplice with a boat, I want to check in with Andy to see if he was helping Jim with his scheme. Well, so much for that. Dude is dead. He dead. Okay, so super suspicious that he was killed at the lab. And now Andy is also dead, which he wasn't really, you know. Maybe, this is hard. Okay, captain's hat, an anchor, portable radio. Wait, that's not what I meant to click on. Yellow and black, Peter's colors. This boat hook must have come off the Cornelia. And the fact that it's got blood on it means we likely found our murder weapon. Okay, a snorkel, yeah, snorkel. Toothpicks? Oh, there's the toothpicks again. Could it be Billy? Was my first prediction the right one? There's only one way to find out. On Murder, She Wrote. Feed the seagull. Here, little seagull. Mauve. Oh, we have to reassemble the note. That is definitely some proper hidden object game drama. No, same. I've shown you guys my sunburn pictures, right? From like when I've gone on like trips and stuff. They're mortifying to look at. Like I'm as red as this background right now. It's pretty embarrassing. Okay. That's always gotta do the corner pieces first. Ooh, an IOU. Where does this one go? Right here, maybe? Yeah. So everybody owes everybody money. That's the assumption I'm coming to. Looks like an IOU from Andy to Mick Foley. Oh, everybody owes Mick Foley some money. Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry, I don't think I explained like well enough. So, I mean like, I have to slather sunscreen. Like I look like a mime. I have so much sunscreen on and still I will burn to incredible crispy red peel itchiness, and then I go straight back to the same color I was. I cannot tan. So I try and wear some sunscreen, but it doesn't. What SPF? Like SPF, like 32,000. I just have really sensitive skin. But did I ever tell you guys, you know, I have like rosacea. That's why my face is always so red. So my skin, just like truthfully, is just really sensitive to the sun. Like I remember going to the dermatologist
Maybe
when I was.
Maybe that IOU didn't get torn up because it was paid off.
You mean it could have been torn up during an argument between Andy and Mick?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. And since Andy's not going to tell us about it, we'll have to get the story from Mick himself.
First of all, that was a hyperbole. So, I was just kidding. No, really, I do wear like super high SPF. But I remember going to a dermatologist when I was younger because I don't think, like we didn't know that that's what I had. But I was just like, my skin was just so red. They're like, oh yeah, you have rosacea and stuff. You're supposed to wear sunscreen like every single day that you go outside. You should never, never, ever be in the sun. And I was like, what? It was like 12. Me being outside every day in Louisiana in the hot sun. I know you did, ma'am. I'm snarking you. But no, really, it's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, let me see if I can find the picture just so I can show you how bad it is. Because I think you'll appreciate it. Okay, it's back in June. Oh, I found it. That was so fast. I knew exactly where it was because I've shown this picture so many times. Wait, I'm looking for... I'm sorry, hold on. I'm in the trip. But I want to find the exact... There it is. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to receive secondhand embarrassment? Okay, look. It's just so much sunscreen. Like, why is it so much? And it does nothing. And what's even worse, like my poor family, they have to just like, I have to be out and about in public with me, just looking like a whole mime. I got so many stares when we were on that trip because just my sunscreen line was just like very dramatic. Like I promise I'm not being dramatic. I really do sunburn that bad. Coco, welcome to Cabot Cove, Maine. You're playing Dan. Oh, I hope you have a great time. Yeah, Kate face. I'm a ghost.
Oh, not the two of you again.
Hush
Afraid
it,
so,
Mick.
Mr. Foley. Another one of your clients was murdered last night.
Who?
Andy Winters. And we found the loan papers you drew up for him torn up.
Well, naturally, he paid off his loan.
And where'd he get the money to pay you back?
Well, he told me he'd come into some diamonds. He asked me to come over to his boat to collect them.
Aren't diamonds an awfully inconvenient form of loan repayment?
My hunch was they were worth way more than the loan was, maybe twice as much. Anyway, with terms that favorable, I figured it'd be worth the extra effort.
Where'd he get these diamonds?
I didn't want to know, but I can tell you this. Andy was very much alive when we finished our transaction.
Okay, that was very peculiar. So Andy had some diamonds and paid off his loan with diamonds. Where did he get the diamonds? Ooh, what book did you kickstart fun? Okay, we're looking for 25 monaires. Give me my money. Boom, 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 boom. Did we do it all in one sweep? No, we still have 4 more. Okay, we have to look ultra fine for these. Oh, does coins count? Yes, they do. I didn't think they counted. Oh, we just have 1 more left. Oh, right there.
Mick didn't see Billy on Andy's boat, but those toothpicks mean he was there. Maybe after Mick had left.
Yeah, and the boat hook that was used as the murder weapon was Peter's. Who else would have access to it besides his nephew?
I don't know, but I hope Billy has a logical explanation for all of this.
Yeah, Billy's not looking too good right now. Well, Mick explained that the IOU was torn up because Andy paid off his loan. In diamonds. Mick insisted that Andy was still alive when he left the My Turn, so I'm on my way to confront Billy about those toothpicks and the boat hook.
I didn't kill Andy. I've been nowhere near the My Turn.
Billy, I'm sorry to say that it's getting very difficult to believe you are innocent in all of this.
Oh?
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take a look around, Billy.
Go ahead. I have nothing to hide.
Oh, he's feeling more and more suspicious with time. Okay. Guess what we have to find, everyone? Buoys! Our favorite word the whole stream. Okay. Buoys. Buoy. Buoy. I feel like the little seagulls on Finding Nemo. Maw, maw, maw. But it's just buoy, buoy, buoy. There's 4 more left. Okay, this one's actually harder. Oh, those are buoys. Okay. Nah, we only need 1 more. This buoy feels heavier than I expected it would. Okay. Was not expecting to put together crab anatomy today. But I absolutely love it, and I'm so excited about it. Branda! Hello, hello, Branda. Welcome to Cabot Cove. How are you? I don't know. Where does this? Oh, that part of his claw? Oh, there. That's what it is. I finally decided to get out of bed. Hey, that's good. But it's your day off, I'm assuming. So, you know, that's also fine. You know, take some time. Honestly, that was kind of me this morning, too. I was, like, not wanting to get up for anything. Okay. It's the diamonds! Wow, would you look at those? I'd say that this is a load of diamonds would be worth risking a run-in with the Coast Guard. Ooh. Ooh.
This means I'm gonna have to get those diamonds from Mick that Andy gave him to repay his loan.
And I don't think he's going to be very happy about it.
Uh-oh. Okay, chapter 13. Billy insisted he didn't kill Andy, though it's getting harder and harder to believe he's innocent. While I was on the boat, I found a stash of diamonds inside of one of Peter's tracking buoys. I'm going to try to collect the diamonds Andy used to pay Mick back to see if they came from the same place. Mystery Monday! Hello, Emma! Welcome to Cabot Cove. I told myself for the past 2 days that I needed to clean my place before I go back to work, and I have procrastinated so bad. Oh, I know. I'm the same way. I was supposed to clean all weekend, and every day I'd wake up and I'd be like, not today. Maybe I'll play more Disney Dreamlight Valley. But I'm pretty sure after today's stream, no, like legit, I gotta clean. I gotta do some laundry. Ah, well, I'm so glad you got up for the stream, Silver Shade. It's been so lovely. Oh, reposting because you missed me. Your answer question above. The Kickstarter book is an illuminated text version of Beowulf, which in layman's terms means it's super artfully decorated on the pages. Ah, it's like what medieval scribes used to do handwriting books and making them look really beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. See, I feel like that's so up your alley too, because like I feel like ornate books that are just as aesthetically pleasing and beautiful in looks as they are their writing is so up your alley. Oh, yes, I know. The itch to play DDV. I'm telling you. I had it so bad this weekend because I just was like, you know, I just kind of want to get lost in my valley and decorate, organize a little bit. And yeah, like just kind of had a little nice little decoration time. Oh, I know. Don't put an empty chair next to my dirty laundry. Because it becomes the laundry chair. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Foley.
I wish I could say the feeling was mutual.
I'm gonna have to ask you to turn those diamonds Andy gave you over to me.
Why?
Because it's evidence in a murder investigation, that's why.
Oh.
Well, what if I told you I don't have them? What if I've already passed them on to a gemstone dealer?
What if I told you you could be arrested as an accessory to murder?
Whoa, slow down. Let me gather them up here.
Ah, it was a bluff. Oh, man. Alright, so we have to find all of the jewelry. Let's see if we can do it one sweep. One sweep, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's do it. Oh, that's not it either. Oh no. Don't slow down. One sweep, come on. Oh, that's a taco. Oh, I was hoping we could do it one sweep. We missed one somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Ha ha ha. Alright, rearrange the jewelry so that attributes on the labels describe the jewelry above them. Okay. Gem, sapphire, cut, teardrop. That's this one. Oh, they get like, at least it tells you when they're right. Round, gem, ruby, and sapphire. Round, ruby, and sapphire? What's this one? No? Gem, emerald, cut, square. That's this one. Gem, ruby, cut, round. Haha. No, not entirely. Oh man, ugh, I don't even want to think about her. That is one video game character that truthfully like took just the life out of me. Wait, what? I'm kind of confused. I feel like this puzzle ain't puzzling right now. Because all of these are right, but this one's saying it's not. What? It doesn't make any sense. So hold on, wait. Let me just backtrack. Let me backtrack. Okay, ruby. See, there is no ruby round. See, it doesn't make any sense. And there's more than one. Hold up. Oh, okay. So they're just. talking about because that ruby is round? That weird. Okay. All right, I guess I would start back at the... Well, let's just backtrack. Let's just backtrack. Okay. Gem, ruby, cut teardrop. That's right. Gem, emerald, cut round brooch. Yes. Gem, emerald, cut square, type ring. That would have to be this one. Yeah. Gem, ruby, cut round. That's not this. That would be that. This one's gem, emerald, cut square. That's right. Gem, sapphire, cut square. Yes. Gem, sapphire, cut teardrop. But it says it's a necklace. But wouldn't that be this one? Yeah. But then why is there one that's not? Right? Like, doesn't that make... It doesn't make any sense, does it? I feel like this puzzle is not puzzling. Unless is it me? Am I missing it? Do you want to know how crazy I am? I am genuinely super excited to try and do that puzzle on Master Sleuth. Ooh. You know what? I guess I could say I am happy. I'm happy and willing to give that puzzle another try. Just with like a fresh perspective again. I'll say that. All right, let me look. Because I am uber confused if I'm doing this right. Let's see here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is the walkthrough not on here? Oh, here we go. Oh no, this one's not really a walkthrough, is it? Oh my goodness. Maybe, wait, hold on, wait, let me see what they said. Hold on, wait. Oh my gosh, hello Susie. Hey, welcome to Mystery Nostalgic Monday. Okay, maybe the one on top of the dark one. Okay. Oh, you're saying like cut. Wait, I don't think was I understanding you right? Silver Shade? Speaking of hard puzzles, I don't think you saw that I was able to solve the senior detective monster anagram without help. Took me 90 minutes. That's super duper impressive. I'll never forget when I had to try and solve that. Oh, when we did the stream, like that was really hard. Oh, that was so hard. Oh, thank you for the sub, Susie. Right, the bottom left is supposed to be a ring. But see, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not fitting the descriptions. Because no, the gem is a sapphire, but no gem is square. Gem. Oh! Okay, well, like, anyways.
The public library has some strong magnifying glasses on hand for reading very fine print. We should be able to use one to look for identifying marks on these diamonds.
Anyways.
Then let's get going.
Now that that's over. Oh my goodness gracious. You've played this game before, Susie? Yeah, like, okay, so this game, and then also another one that I really wanted to play for Nostalgic Monday, maybe sometime in the future, is Psych. Psych. I love Psych. They also had a PC game that I had that was I think a hidden object kind of game. Anyways, chapter 14. Mick didn't like it, but he did turn over the diamonds Andy used to repay his debt. Now I've got to figure out where they came from. We're going to the
Where do
library.
you suppose they would keep the magnifying glasses around here?
This place looks like it's been hit by a hurricane.
Well, it's just nice to see that our local library is getting a lot of good use.
It's certainly not going to make our job any easier.
Oh my gosh, the little local library. It's so peaceful. Okay. You know, this was 2 weeks ago, I went to our local library and checked out a mystery book, and I just sat in the chair in the peace and quiet of the library and just read away. It was wonderful. I hadn't done that in a while. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm still missing another letter somewhere. There it is. It's in the drawer. Okay. All right, we're looking for a potted plant, a bird, watering can, a model. That's a model plane. Bird. We have to find books in the library. Ha 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 ha. How ironic. Ooh, they're color coordinated. Okay, magnifying glass. What's this? Let's see what's so special about these diamonds. Ooh, use the magnifying glass to locate serial numbers that appear on some of the diamonds. Oh, oh wow. I'm gonna need a magnifying glass for this. Oh, they're like so tiny. Wait, do diamonds have serial numbers on them? Like real ones or fake ones? Because now that I think about it, wouldn't a real diamond have a serial number so that way you can like attest where it came from? Or is that like more for like if it's fake? It means like you bought it or something? Oh, there's one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, we only have one left? Right there. We did it. Even though these are partial serial numbers, they may help us find out where the diamonds came from. Ah. I did. Yes, we moved. Yeah, it's official. As of 9 days ago. Yes, no, 10 days ago. 9 days ago? Somewhere in there. But yeah, we moved. Everything's all official now. My local library is closed indefinitely due to a mold infestation. No. I'm so sorry to hear that, Z Educator. Are they like gonna not try and like open it again though? Like fix it and open it again? You know, I was super sad that I found out that we have a main branch. We have 3 libraries. Well, where I used to live. The main library, is this just beautiful 60s, I think is probably when it was built, library. It has all the same furnishings. It's never been remodeled or updated, but I love that about it. It has that old-esque vibe, and it's so cozy. And I found out that main branch library, they're supposed to like move to some other building. I don't know when, but the new building is like a newer building, so it's not as nostalgic or cozy. And I was so upset about it. I was like, you guys can't do this to the beautiful library. This place is so, all the like, crown moldings and wood features everywhere. And like, no, don't close it down. Don't do that. So I also feel in my heart for you. I hate that change. But I feel like they should still be able to open up the library, no? If they like fix it. What's a rubber stamp? Is that just like, oh yeah, like when you, okay. Hourglass, potted plant, umbrella. Oh my gosh, no worries, Silver Shade. No, I ended up like talking trash about the puzzle and then I accidentally solved it by mistake. It was really funny. That's what I get. Yeah, no, we did. We moved states, but it wasn't super far away at all. We only lived 2 hours away from where we were living, so it's a quick drive home. But we're one state over. We're in Mississippi. Totally different vibe, by the way. I thought it would be kind of similar because it's really not that far away. Totally different vibe. So different. Oh, that's a file box. Okay. Y'all, where's the potted plant? Anybody spy a potted plant lying around somewhere? Top right. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's analyze some serial numbers. Yeah. Okay, select the letter buttons to read the known facts. Then select the serial numbers that do not meet the criteria to eliminate all but one. Ooh. Ooh, okay. All right. On our big chunky PC in the library. So, known facts. The serial number consists of exactly 6 digits. So we know it's not this one. Or this one. Or that one. My eyes are tripping me out if it's 6 digits or not. I think the rest are 6 digits. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next fact. The serial number does not contain 0. Okay. So it's not this one. Or this one. Or that one. Man, I feel like such a detective right now. All right. An even digit follows each odd digit in the serial number. Okay. So would that mean that it starts with an odd number? Let's see. Odd, even, odd, even, odd, odd. Odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. That's good. Even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. I don't know. Do you think that I should keep the ones that start with evens? Or is it saying, because it's saying an even digit follows each odd digit. It doesn't say anything about starting with. So technically, there is still... Or no, would that not work? Because technically it's odd following... Yeah, okay. So I guess we'll take those out then. Goodbye. Wow, that like knocked a bunch out. Okay. Odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. Okay. Odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. 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 Okay, I think the rest are right. Okay. All right, next fact. There are no repeated digits in the serial number. Oh, okay. So this one can't be it because it has a repeat. 964 this that repeats and okay. The difference between the second and third digit in the serial number is 1. Oh, okay. So it can't be that one. Okay, but the rest are fine. I'm like nervous that this isn't working, but we'll see. Okay, the 5th digit is the lowest in the serial number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that can't be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not the lowest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like we're doing this right. Okay, the 3rd digit in the serial number is odd. 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 The 1st digit in the serial number is exactly half of the last digit. So it can't be that or that. It's this one. We did it. Starts printing off like a Subway receipt for a hoagie. That's what it was too. All right, let me have a good y'all, I'm sorry. I missed some things that y'all said in the chat. Let's see. When they first closed my library, they said it would only be for 5 months. And then they said the damage was too extensive, so they don't know when it will reopen. Luckily, I have other branches, but this one is within walking distance from my house, so it's a bummer. Oh, that is such a bummer. The crazy thing is that it's a pretty new building, only a few years old. Apparently, the city cheaped out when they installed the AC, so the condensation was escaping, and that's where the mold came from. Yeah, I could see the city doing that. Oh, thank you. Please. I feel like I could... Yes, that's a subject I feel like I could talk about for many, many, many moons. It's like, why do we not make architecture beautiful? Like, I feel like it should be. Like, I love those older libraries, how like crafted everything is. I think it's so pretty, you know? Like, for example, this shelf up here. It didn't have to have these notches on top, but doesn't it just add just a nice little beautiful ornateness to it? That's what, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, this printout confirms that all the diamonds came from the same place, a jewelry heist 20 years ago.
Ooh. So
I remember when that happened. Weren't there 2 men involved?
No, there's 2 culprits.
Yeah, one was caught, but the other got away, and the diamonds were never recovered. The guy who was caught was named Brian Young, and according to this, he recently died in prison from a heart attack.
So nobody knows who the other guy is.
Brian Young. Do they list any surviving relatives?
Yep, one brother, Gregory.
What are the chances that Gregory is the same Greg who works at the Marine Research Lab?
I'd say they're pretty darn good. Actually, now that these diamonds have surfaced, they're better than good. Let's head over there.
Man, this story is just so investing. I'm just all up in it. Okay. Chapter 15. I was able to ascertain that all of the diamonds came from a jewelry heist in Portland some 20 years ago. The man who was convicted for the crime was named Brian Young, none other than Greg Young's brother. It would seem that he's been up to much more than tracking lobsters. Yeah, let's go talk to him.
Nobody's here.
Perhaps Greg stepped out.
Let's see if we can find anything to link Greg to the diamonds.
Yeah. Okay. Open the grate. Can I do so with this? Oh, no. Oh, with this wrench, I bet you I could. No. Okay, we'll think on it. All right, we need a coffee mug, a feather, strawberry. There's the feather. Banana. Binoculars. Arrow. A crowbar. But what does the crowbar do? I know that. I was trying to do that with this. Did I not just do that when we first got here? Oh, a bag of loot. He still has his brother's stolen diamonds. So the diamonds have been here all along, right under our feet. I bet they'll have the same serial numbers as the ones Andy gave to Mick, as well as the ones we found in Peter's buoy. Robin, welcome back. I hope your work training was super quick. A brain model. Still looking for a coffee mug. Pirate hat. Arg. What is that? Oh, a hand cart. I thought it was saying handcraft. Sheriff, this stain here on the cart. It looks like blood. And I'd be willing to bet that it's Peter's. Greg, found this in my burn pile behind the lobster pound. Some kids put it there as a prank, I guess. Jim. Looks like Jim found the cart behind this lobster pound and returned it. We must be getting close. It's a cutscene.
What are you doing here?
These yours, Mr. Young?
You're not going anywhere.
Oh?
You are the brother of Brian Young, the diamond thief, aren't you? But more than that, you're also his uncaught accomplice in the theft.
Yeah, I was. I drove the getaway car. But Brian was the one carrying the loot, and he hid the diamonds without telling me where he put them. Then he got arrested.
How did you manage to find them?
Well, Brian was practical enough to know that if anything happened to him while he was locked up, one of us should enjoy the benefit of them. So he left coded instructions in his will as to where I could find them.
So why this elaborate setup with the hollowed-out buoys and transmitters?
Well, I couldn't just spend the things on the street. I found a smuggling organization in Canada willing to
he
move
just
the
starts telling
diamonds
us everything he
overseas
did.
and deposit the money in a Swiss bank account. Hiding small groups of diamonds and lobster buoys that could be picked up by them was the safest way to make the drops.
Is that where Peter Hammond came in?
Oh,
Yeah.
they were in on it
He
too.
answered my ad looking for someone to help collect data for the lobster study. While I fitted his buoys with the tracking transmitters, I also hollowed out a space
he didn't
inside to hold the
know.
diamonds.
And Peter, did he have any idea that you were using him?
Not a clue. At least, not until he came to the lab that night and caught me stuffing one of his hollowed-out buoys with diamonds.
How did Billy fit into all of this?
Before Peter could ask what I was doing, he heard Billy calling his name. I guess he'd followed him so he could ask for a raise. Anyway, I hid when I heard Billy coming.
So you saw Billy and Peter argue and fight then?
I saw the whole thing. Billy knocked Peter flat. And once Billy was gone, I took advantage
He's just
of the
openly
opportunity
declaring
to get rid of a
everything
serious
that's happened.
liability.
And I'm shocked by that.
In other words, you broke a cylinder and stabbed Peter in the back with it, killing him before he could regain consciousness. And then you moved his body back to the Cornelia using your cart.
I knew Billy would be the prime suspect, but things got complicated when Andy hauled one of Peter's traps and accidentally found a shipment of diamonds inside the float.
That's what
Apparently,
happened.
Andy was helping Jim Price stock Peter's traps with lobsters to make it look like he was catching more than he actually was.
Not a bad scheme. Anyway, since the diamonds were in one of the buoys with my transmitter, Andy figured out that the diamonds came from me. He blackmailed me into letting him take Peter's place here and get the diamonds for himself.
He used them to pay off a loan.
Well, maybe they helped him financially, but I couldn't afford to have a blackmailer as a partner.
So you killed him with the boat hook from the Cornelia and spread some
Just killing
toothpicks
everybody.
around in hopes of redirecting suspicion at Billy Hammond. Unfortunately for you, you were the only logical killer.
Greg, you're looking at a very long prison sentence.
Man, he
You might
really
be
got
able
me
to
too,
get a
because
shot
I
at a
really thought
slightly
Billy
more
did it.
comfortable cell if you help us go
I
after
really
your
thought he
Canadian
was the one.
contacts. You sure you want to do this, Billy? It could be dangerous.
My uncle died for this. Let's chart our course.
I know, Glasses Greg. It was him. Okay, but you know what? Although this has been such a cozy mystery and story, and I love how it's like the background is very fall. Very, very nice. I wish in some way we could have. I don't know. I feel like this was definitely one of those things where like we got to the end of the story and then they like told you a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't have been able to know otherwise, because like we wouldn't have known that his brother was an accomplice. He was an accomplice in a diamond thief. But obviously, had we known that, it would have spoiled the whole story. But then that right there does not make for a super strong mystery if one detail can spoil the whole story. You see what I'm saying? This is too much. Okay, let's read chapter 16. Before Greg showed up, I found a handcart with blood in it at the lab, along with a bag of diamonds stuffed into a drain. Greg confessed to everything. He drove the getaway car for his brother all those years ago and explained that he had to wait until his brother died to find the missing loot. He then started smuggling the diamonds out of the country using Peter's buoys as a pickup point. Apparently, Peter showed up at the lab unannounced and caught Greg stuffing one of his buoys with diamonds, and while Billy was the one who knocked Peter out, it was Greg who later killed him with the glass shards to keep him quiet. Meanwhile, Andy discovered some diamonds in one of Peter's buoys as he was helping Jim stock one of Peter's traps with lobster, and tried to blackmail Greg. It was Greg who killed Andy as well, and then tried to blame Billy for both murders. Huh. All right. So I guess we're not completely done. We still have a little bit left here we gotta do. The story's not over yet, y'all. Oh, but we have to do it at nighttime. Cell phone, coiled rope. Traffic cone. So it chart the course? Oh. Oh, okay. Drag the boats from the tray to the map above to match the configuration shown on the radar image before time runs out. Before time runs out? Oh, this is timed! Oh! Okay, this is the end puzzle, I assume. This is exactly what I didn't want. I didn't want a timed thing. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Okay, wait, this one goes here. Okay. What is that boat? That doesn't even look like one of the boats. Is it this boat? Oh no. We're gonna die. No, it's this boat. This is too stressful right now. Okay. This one? Oh, we got this. I think. Oh, there were extra boats. Oh, they're so clever for doing that. We did it!
This is the place.
Okay, get that buoy ready to drop overboard.
Oh, this is so dramatic. I love it. Oh, are these like all the, this is the smuggling operation? We got y'all! Surprise!
Keep your hands where we can see them. You are
Not
under
with that
arrest for
little
the illegal
gun.
trafficking of stolen property.
This is so
You
good.
did a good job, Billy. Your uncle would have been proud.
Ooh. And that's on that. Y'all are out of here. Bye. Oh, how fun. Hey, okay. How awesome. First of all, we found all the typewriter keys and all the ribbons. Did we use a hint? I don't remember using a hint, but we hadn't skipped any puzzles. That was great. We did that. We solved that case.